What's up, everybody? Man, I had to choose this particular time to upload this particular video because the circumstances surrounding tonight, I think, calls for me to say a little bit more than what I post on Facebook and put on Twitter. I can honestly say that I'm not disappointed. I'm saddened, in a sense, because we've allowed these things to go on for far too long. And when I say we, I'm talking about my people, black people. There is this notion that we're supposed to be downtrodden, that we're supposed to be sad, that we're supposed to just not have anything. But I don't believe that notion. The verdict that came down tonight was expected. Honestly, I expected it because I have no faith in our justice system. The things that we endure as African Americans, it's horrible. It's deplorable. Most of us live in deplorable conditions. And we're okay with it. We're fine with it. My question to each and every one of my people right now is, what is our resolve? I'm not talking about violence. I'm not talking about rioting. I'm not even talking about reverse racism. But I'm talking about the resolve of our people to gather together finally as a community, to actually believe in the things that we talk about, to actually do the things that we talk about. There has been far too much talking within our community and not enough action. We need to act. And when I say act, I'm speaking more along the lines of gathering together and loving each other. I hear a lot of people saying we disrespect ourselves, so that's why others disrespect us. I kind of believe that, but then I kind of don't. Because no matter how you think of yourself, a person should always value human life. I don't have the right to take your life, and you damn sure don't have the right to take mine. Not mine, not my mother, not my father, not my brothers, not my sons, nobody. But all too often, we are faced with the exact same tragedy that we are faced with tonight. We love you, Trayvon Martin, but the beauty of it is that you're somewhere that all of us hopefully strive to be at one point in life, or at some point after life. I really don't know where the complacency came from within our community. We talk a good game, but we very seldom put those things into action. We need to act. We need to come together as a community. I don't know if this is falling on deaf ears or not, and I pray to God that it's not. But we need each other, and that's the bottom line. I'm not talking about ousting this race or that race. I'm not speaking on that. I am speaking directly to my people. So if someone outside of the black race gets offended, too bad. That's not my issue, because you're not my issue. My issue is the black race, because there is something that is not right, that we've become complacent in just taking crumbs. We've become complacent with not having our just due. We've become complacent with being step and fetch it. Not I. I cannot do it. I do not live by that creed. I do not carry myself that way. I prayed a long time last night and talked to God last night because I knew what the verdict was going to be. I felt it. I knew it. I was hoping otherwise. I did have hope. But honestly, I knew it was going to be just what it was. Or just what it is, shall I say. But what are we going to do to mobilize? Everybody say, oh, well, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. But are you really? Are you really? Our resolve has to be greater than our words. We have to believe that we are worth more than what we already believe that we're worth, obviously. I love my people. There are no other people like us. And when I mention that, whomever wants to make a comment and say, yeah, you're right, because y'all are ignorant and this, that, and the other, really? But it's mighty funny that a lot of people tend to copy what we do. And most of the time, not in a mocking sense, but because there's a sense about us that people can't get ready for. But the problem is that we don't see a sense of pride within ourselves. I'm not talking about segregation. I'm talking about us loving ourselves. We could talk until we're blue in the face, but until we do something, your words mean nothing. I want my words to count for something, but I want my actions to speak louder. I would hope that you all would want the same thing. I can't speak for you. I can only speak to you. And I'm speaking to you out of love and concern for each and every one of you. I love everyone. I am a woman of faith. I'm a woman of God. But I also know that I am human. I get angry sometimes. I go off sometimes because I'm human. But even to extend it a little bit more, not only am I human, I'm American. But all too often, we are treated as if we're not American. I can't accept that. I can't just lay down and just deal with that. There are injustices being perpetrated on African Americans, male and female, every single day. And true enough, we drop the ball sometimes, and we may not put the spotlight on this person or that person because the same thing happened or what have you. But you know what? It's not on us to belittle each other. It's not on us to question why we choose to stand united. Really? We have to get it together. Stop being so damn negative. Understand and know that we are to stand together. I'm not talking about the hate mongers, and I'm not talking about those people that set out for their own platform. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking directly to y'all, to us, to we. Because it's important that we value ourselves. I cannot stress enough how many children that we've lost to violence. Not just violence because of racism, mostly because of violence amongst each other. Gather those boys. Gather those girls. Let them know their worth. Let them know your struggles. Stop holding secrets that might be pertinent to helping them further themselves. It is great. It is great that we gather this place and that place from time to time. But it's not what's best. It's not what's best. What's best is that we sit and we gather and we talk. Don't be afraid to talk about the tough issues. Don't be afraid to talk about self-hatred. Because a lot of times our beef with each other is because we may not like ourselves. And that's just the honest to God truth. But when we face that truth, then and only then will we begin to heal. I love everybody just as God loves me, but I will not tolerate being treated as a second-class citizen, or my folks in Katrina could recognize this as a refugee. I am an American. This land was built on the backs of my fathers and my ancestors, and I refuse to be treated as anything less. If you're offended, tune out. I could care less. But I really, really hope that everything that I said has touched somebody in some way to change your life. Because enough is enough. We've seen too many of our babies slain in the streets to violence. We've seen too many of our women degraded. For no purpose, really. Entertainment, maybe, but we subscribe to it. I don't live by that creed. I do not live my life that way. Is it not cool for me to say that because I don't speak for everybody? No, this is my opinion. And as I said, if I've offended you, then tune out. But I would pray that you guys really listen, because just like you want to be so angry and so this and so that, it's going to be gone by Monday. Because see, tomorrow when y'all go to church, everybody's going to be talking about it. The preacher's going to be preaching about it. But what difference does it make is if you're standing behind a pulpit and you're talking about it, but you're not doing anything about it. That's all I'm saying. Do something. Mobilize yourselves. I hear a lot of you talking about boycotting Disney World in Florida or whatever. Yeah, I'm waiting to see how many pictures I'm going to see from Disney World. Or from Florida, or from, Miami, or this, that, and the other. We talk a good game. Play ball. That's all I'm saying. Play ball. You want to fix them? Hit them where it hurts. Because it always hurts them in the pocket. Always. Because that's what matters. That's what makes this country go around. We need a makeover. And we need it soon. We can't patch up the problem. We can't try to mend it, sew it up or whatever. We need a complete makeover in this country. I'm willing. But are y'all willing? I can only speak for me and the disgust that I have at the fact that we are treated less than a dog is treated. I'm hoping that most people caught on to that or what I'm talking about. But if you didn't, check it out with Michael Vick. He did time because of dogs. This man killed a boy. A boy. And he's walking away. He's walking free. I might say a lot of things out of anger sometimes, but deep down inside, it's really a saddening situation. We have to love ourselves enough to make that difference. Love ourselves enough to say that enough is enough. I've had enough. And I'm going to stand for something. Because we keep falling for anything. We hear one good thing and it's all good. It's all right. No big deal. Well, I'm done with that. I hope that I got through to somebody. If not, I'll keep trying. The buck doesn't stop here. But I hope that I provoked your mind to start moving and to start thinking about some things that maybe you haven't thought about before. There's too many secrets within our community that we're not willing to share amongst each other. You get that? Amongst each other. Share it. I promise you it'll make a difference. Good night.